It all starts from an unknown place where we see a rabbit. The rabbit says it's further into the Black Panther's territory. Then she sees a basket. Meanwhile, a sound of a woman comes from behind. By the way, how does one not turn into a human being after the coming-of-age ceremony? This has proven to be a curse from the god of the beasts. Then the rabbit replies to her, "You're talking about me." The woman says, "Yes, I am talking about you. Why haven't you turned into a human yet? Your brother Kyrie has already become a full-fledged human." The rabbit says, "I'm sorry, mother." But in fact, motivating, her mother shouts at her that everyone turns into a human being after 3 years, but why are you not able to do that? Rabbit replies, "It's my fault. But if I pray to the Lord, then maybe someday I transform into a human." Meanwhile, an old man says that this must be a curse, and her mother says her useless. The rabbit replies, "Are you trying to abandon me? Because I cannot become a human being." After that, the people of Rabbit's territory leave her to die on the Black Panther's territory. After that, she pleases them not to leave her on the territory of a Black Panther, and says, "I will try my best to become a full-fledged human, so please don't leave me alone." But they don't listen to her and leave her in the Black Panther's territory. Then she says, "Where am I and what's that sound? I am so scared." After that, someone picks her up. He was nobody, he was a Black Panther who was transformed into a human. He sees her and thinks, "What does a baby rabbit doing here?" She says, "He is going to eat me, right now. I am going to be eaten alive. Let go of me, just let me go." After watching her so scared, he smiles and says, "Is it crying?" Then she replies to him, "Yes, I am crying." "Have you never seen a rabbit cry?" He says, "Then it should cry more." She gets shocked after listening to him. "What the hell, I think he's crazy." And that's how the little bunny, Vivi Levian, entered the Black Panther's world. The slender little bunny's survival in the beast den starts now. My name is Bibi Rebian. I am a prestigious rabbit from the Rebian family. For an unknown reason, I wasn't able to be human in my first 18 years. Maybe because they hated to see me, my parents threw me into the Black Panther's territory. What should I do now, and where am I? Surely after I lost consciousness he brought me here. Why did he bring me here? Is he trying to eat me? Meanwhile, she thinks to escape and plans to jump through the bed, and says, "Let's go," and takes a high jump. But someone catches her from behind. She asks him, "How can you be so reckless?" But he was not able to understand her. He thinks, why should Master Anan throw this little bunny onto the bed? Then he asks him anyway, "This is the first time we met, where did you come from?" After watching his red eyes and teeth, she gets shocked and thinks again of another Black Panther. Then he sees her and says, "So it's like that, are you mute? Instead of a bed, the floor should be safer for you. MS. Bunny, you shouldn't carelessly hurt yourself after coming here. You are Master Anan's possession after all." After listening to that, she thinks, what does he mean by MS? Bunny, and what possession? Then he again says, "And also, you must always maintain a clean body, since Master Anan directly placed MS. Bunny in his room. So maybe you are a special emergency food supply." After hearing that, she gets shocked. And this, she was really too much afraid that she gets faint. Meanwhile, she listens to someone talking that it had just fainted from shock for a while. Its heartbeat is normal. There is nothing wrong with it, so don't worry, Mr. Everin. That's fortunate. It would be a problem if Master Anan brought a sick bunny. She thinks, who are you calling a sick bunny? Meanwhile, the guy asks the physician, "Are there any other problems? Does the bunny have a real appearance? Because it seems like it understands my speech. It seems intelligent." After listening to his physician's replies, "I can't sense the pheromones of animal kin from her. And it has been a while since Lord Ahan brought her here. If she was an animal kin, she would have turned into a human appearance by now." He asks the physician, "What if it's a baby animal kin that hasn't had their human transformation yet?" The surgeon replies, "That's not possible. Human transformation is a process that would occur within the first 3 years of birth, and there is no way a baby animal would be able to move so adeptly like that rabbit." After listening to their conversation, she again thinks, "Oh no, I must have moved around with too much ease, and show them that I understood their words. If I let them know that I'm an animal kin, will they let me go? But I heard that there are many scholars within the Black Panther territory. Won't they turn me in as a test subject once they discover that I'm an animal kin who failed their human transformation?" After that, the surgeon asks the servant, "Did Lord Anan really bring this rabbit back just to eat it?" He replies, "No, it's just my belief." Then again she thinks in his mind, does this make sense? For the owner of this fancy bedroom to bring me here just for a snack? The physician says to the servant, "Oh, I see." She again says in his mind, "Look," even the physician's voice is shaking in disbelief. After finishing the treatment, the physician takes leaves and goes. Meanwhile, the servant says to MS, "Rabbit, your closed eyelids are twitching. If you don't wake up now, we may just serve you as an appetizer on the dining table. Would a soup or grilled dish be better?" After hearing that, she gets up in shock. Then he says, "I apologize for my late introduction. I'm a servant for my Master Anan who brought you to this residence. My name is Rud Everin." After that, she thinks in his mind there must be a more reasonable answer, as the noble Ahan master picked you up. He says, "The old physician was thinking you were an extraordinary animal able to understand human language. And I thought you were a magical beast at first, despite your ordinary appearance. Well, if we keep examining it, it still looks ordinary." After listening to him, she says in his mind, "Look, I know that I look ordinary. but don't you think it's unnecessary to emphasize that? Meanwhile, a sound comes from behind. Master Everin comes back. The servant welcomes him. Ahan asks his servant, "Why are you here?" He replies, "Did you not send someone to assist Ms. Bunny earlier?" Ahan says, "All right. Have you verified whether it's a beastman or not?" The servant replies, "According to the doctor, it's most likely impossible." Ahan says, "Is that so? Well, it doesn't matter." Servant says, "May ask why?" Ahan replies, "Because I will be eating her tomorrow." Then the servant says, "If you are thinking of eating it in the morning, having it grilled would be nice. I will let the chef know in advance." After listening to them, she thinks, "So do you really have to eat me? Don't you have plenty of other things to eat besides me?" Meanwhile, the servant says, "Oh, the sun is setting, then I will excuse myself. Please sleep well." In the night they were sleeping together, but she was in thinking, "I can't find an opportunity to run away. Besides, this is a Black Panther territory, and I think won't be able to survive even if I am lucky enough to escape from here. Even if by chance I do survive, would I have a home to go back to? It's really not a curse. My parents want me to disappear because I disagree with the family." She sees Ahan and says, "He's sure pretty. He looks a bit scary, but if it wasn't for this person, I really would have died at that time. My current situation is dreadful, but he hasn't done anything to me in particular. Maybe I should just be grateful for him." Suddenly he opens his eyes while she was going close to him. After that, she gets afraid and shocked. What will happen next? Did he will gonna eat her, or she will gonna change into a beautiful woman? To find out, do like, share, and subscribe.